Hey guys, this is going to be a short episode here of Jak'd. Pretty much the idea failed. I had an idea I thought was good to have you guys call in and leave voicemails, but I guess no one wanted to call in. So I got one comment from a guy named Derek Fletcher, so I'm just going to read it even though it's on the last video. He writes, "Let's see, where should I begin? They are boring, in parentheses, not well read, uniformed, and have nothing valid to add to a worth having conversation." That's totally true. They buy or have a sent by for them shit nobody needs. Parentheses, expensive name brand handbags, fashionable clothes, new cars which are horrible investments. That's all very true. They wear too much makeup, fake eyelashes, fake eyebrows, fake hair, clothes that, I can't pronounce this word, I'm not as smart as this guy, solicitously conceal their fat. I guess hide their fat. He should have just said hide, but he's a smart guy. In parentheses, this it arguably demonstrates that the majority of them are liars, that they don't reciprocate. Parentheses, they feel that their bodies are the prize. They insure inordinate amounts of debt. This guy's very smart. His word choice is amazing. Obtaining worthless college degrees so they can feel educated. They're entitled / staunch socialists. They say they want equality, but as soon as they get treated like a man, a man would be treated, they bitch, moan, and complain. There are too many single moms. I believe 7 out of every 10 men in prison were raised by single mothers. Too many refer to themselves as princesses, queens, and goddesses. Extremely narcissistic. Heavily biased. They have no honor or integrity. Say one thing, but their actions contradict their words. In parentheses, cognitive dissonance. This guy makes me feel so stupid, his word choice. I wish I had his vocabulary. Nearly all of them are feminists. That's very true. Just not all are card-carrying feminists, for the word carries a negative connotation. They feel the rules shouldn't apply to them. They use the court system to deprive a father of his children and steal resources that she shouldn't be entitled to. The list can go on and on, but my head hurts now. So that's a very good long comment. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I wish I got more, but that's it. Now I'm going to play a clip from the Howard Stern show to end this short episode. I'm not going to do the voicemail thing anymore. It failed. You guys have clearly don't really voicemails, and that's cool. I wish that I knew that, but sometimes I come up with these ideas, and then I realize I'm just an idiot. They're not good ideas. But I thought it would be a good idea, so scratch that. All right, cool. I bombed. It's okay. I bomb all the time. I bomb every week on stage, and I bombed just now. Okay, this is from the Howard Stern show. This is last Wednesday's show. A guy calls up, and he talks about MGTOW and incel. Now, I want to say that he kind of trolled a little. Either he was trolling, he was just a weird guy. Howard tells him he sounds effeminate, and then he asks him if he's in the guys, and he says, kind of. And I was thinking about this. If you're in the guys, you're not MGTOW. Because think about it. MGTOW is about freedom from women. So if you're men going their own way, because if you're just gay, you're just gay. But anyways, let's play this. I hope I don't get a copyright claim. I'm going to play this from my shitty speakers, and let's see if we can. The quality's going to be terrible, but it's the only way maybe to avoid a copyright claim. Let's see how this goes.
This is Dave from Connecticut. Dave, what can I do for you?
Yeah, hi. That guy. I heard your show once. I got the number. That guy, Mohammed or Mehmet or something, said something about incels.
What?
And he said,
What do you mean, what, Robin? How dare you? How dare you not understand what Dave is saying?
Well, would you please explain?
Oh, the audience gets it. You're the only one who doesn't.
That's his name, Mehmet.
Dave, I'm going to slow you down here, pal. I want to talk to you. I don't know what we're talking about. Mehmet or
Muhammad. I don't know.
Muhammad. Just tell me what's on your mind, pal.
He said something awful about incels.
Intel?
Incels.
Incels?
Incels.
Voluntary celibate.
Oh, are you an involuntary? In other words, I know about this.
Oh, incels.
Yeah.
When I was young and I couldn't get laid, we were just called douchebags or losers or nerds.
Oh, they use that too.
Yeah.
I get that all the time because I'm tiny. I'm small.
Now, let me pause this for a second. That's what I say. The Howard Stern is now a cuck for those of you. I know a lot of people haven't listened to him in years, especially since Artie left the show. It's been terrible. But I still listen to the show. I think it's still kind of good. I wouldn't listen to it if it wasn't good. But Howard Stern used to be a MGTOW after he got divorced. I mean, he used to bang chicks all the time. He was going to strip clubs. He was throwing balonies at girls' asses. He was having porn stars in left and right. He was fucking, telling girls they were fat and he loses weight. He was just, just a real guy. He would rip girls apart if they bullshitted him and lied to get on the show. Now he's married. He's been married for I don't know how long now. And his wife doesn't work. He pays her salary. I mean, he just gives her a credit card, I guess. And she doesn't work. What she does is she just shovels cat shit all day. I mean, that's what she does. She has cats all day. She takes care of these animals. She doesn't have an actual job. And the funny thing is, if someone called into the show saying they did that, Howard will rip them apart because it's his wife. So he's a total cuck, and he comes off like a cuck in this. But I just wanted to break that down real quick before we get to the rest of this clip. All right, let's go.
Incel are guys who can't get laid. They've come up with a nice term for it. They're saying we're involuntary celibates. What?
MGTOW, men going their own way.
Mentals? You're mental.
Yes, the mental and MGTOW. I'm a man going my own way. I've given up on women. I'm only jerking off.
All right, so this guy brings up MGTOW, which is pretty cool to hear in a national radio show. I don't think anybody's ever brought up the term MGTOW ever on Howard Stern, so he's the first guy. But as I said, he gets a little weird or just cringy later, but this is pretty cool to hear, though.
MGTOW.
Yeah, there's a guys, and most famously in the news recently, some guy shot up a place because he was an incel. In other words, these are angry men.
Oh, my God, was it Elliot Rodger?
We don't know their names.
These are angry men.
We love him, and we love Alex Jones. You guys are jerks to him.
Yeah. These incels are angry because women won't give them sex. And
They deserve it to us. We are being taxed on sex. Women can get sex anytime they want. We have the dick. They have the pussies. They owe it to us.
So there he goes right there, and he makes a point that, men have to work for the sex, which is absolutely true, and that women, control the sex, yes. So he's bringing some good points, but then later he loses me, and you're going to hear him lose you a little bit later.
So you're angry, Dave, that you're 29 years old. You've never gotten a woman. Is it all physical appearances?
Keep the names out of it.
I'm going to dump you on that.
So unfortunately, this wasn't recorded live. He brings up a woman's name, I think her full name, and Howard had to dump out of it, which means he hit the dump button. He had to edit it out the live show, which unfortunately I wish I heard.
That one, because you named a woman and you called her a cunt. What?
She says I'm shorter than the Bagel Boss.
All right. So in other words, you're short in stature. Women have been rejecting you. And you're angry with the women because what do you want them to do? Do you want them to give you sex? When
He says he's owed some
And
pussy.
I want it. I want it now. You should just smile and blow me.
All right, so Mel Gibson once said that, but he says he's shorter than the Bagel Balls guy, so I don't know if this guy is trolling it. See, the thing is, this is so cool that he calls in, he gets on Howard's show, and he's bringing up incel and MGTOW, especially MGTOW. That's awesome. But then he starts to, I don't know, just goof off. I don't know if he's trolling and stuff, but now he's, I guess, trying to be funny and stuff. But he said if he's shorter than the Bagel Balls guy, that means he's like 5 feet tall. So that sucks.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dave. As someone who has gotten pussy, it's the greatest. I can tell you that.
Why not rub it in?
Fuck you.
No, I'm telling you. I understand.
I'm that wife of yours who you tricked into marrying you with your money. And all these guys tricked them into marrying them with money. My parents.
All right, so pretty much, I didn't mean to pause. I didn't mean to stop it there. Well, we're going to keep going. But yeah, he called Howard out that, his wife married him for his money, which we all know is true. I mean, I don't find his wife attractive, by the way. If you Google Beth Stern, I don't find her attractive. I personally think she does look like a horse. I mean, that's just me. I don't find white chicks attractive just because they're white. I do find white chicks attractive, but not just any white girl. But this guy, we all know that she married him for the money, of course.
The money. And all these guys tricked them into marrying them with money. My parents have money.
Can I say something? No offense.
Why don't you get some money and trick a woman?
Dave, you sound...
They're fucking millions of dollars. They tricked me into getting a security guard job.
Dave, you sound a bit... I don't mean this to put you down, but you do sound a bit effeminate. Are you?
Some people have told me that, yes.
Are you into men?
Ew, it's disgusting.
See, I think he's trying to be funny right there. Instead of just being honest and saying, no, I'm not into men, he says, ew, disgusting. So he's trying to be funny, But it just bothered me because, he finally, we got a MGTOW guy on the show, the fucking Howard Stern show, with millions of people listening. This could have been a much better call. But I think he's trolling right here, and it kind of bothered me. I was like, oh, man, come on.
You know what I mean?
Well, sometimes.
All right. So you're really into guys. Are you you're really into guys, aren't you?
No, I'm not. No.
Why don't you stop the horse shit? I can tell from your affect you're probably into blowing a few guys.
Okay, I'll excuse maybe.
All right. Thank you. I don't know how real this guy is.
So he's trying to be funny there. He says, okay, I'm not gay, but I will blow one guy. And it's like, okay, I understand you're on the Howard Stern, you're trying to be funny, but it just bothered me because, as I said, this guy's like the first MGTOW guy to get on Stern, and he could have had a way better call. He could have, made some more valid points like we make in the comments section, and maybe Howard would have stayed on longer. But unfortunately, this guy had to try to be funny. I understand it's a comedy show. He was trying to get some laughs, but fuck, man. I was like, oh, this is awesome, There's a MGTOW guy on Stern. But folks, this is the end of the episode. It's a short one, like I said. Thanks to Derek for the comment. And that's it. I just wanted to play that Howard Stern clip. And more episodes on the way. Might be every other week. But, like I said, I'm running out of stuff to say. But it's all right. So I bombed with the idea. It's okay. The show's going to keep going on here and there. And I'll see you guys. Thank you for listening. I'll see ya. You all just got Jak'd.